good, YouTube? So man, I made a video a few months back called Maintaining with the Low Rates. Right? Now, I've been getting a few more emails about rates at Landstar, so I'm going to just kind of give an update to that video, if you will. So first and foremost, coming to Landstar is not gonna allow you to dodge the low rates. Yes, the low rates, that shit is affecting everybody. Landstar is not exempt. Now, are there still the good $2, $3, sometimes even $4 a mile loads you can find for a dry van? Yeah, you can find them, absolutely. But they have become very few and far between when you can find those. So, since I shot that video Maintaining with the Low Rates, my strategy hasn't changed. And if by chance you're new here, what I've been doing to maintain is I pre-plan my loads. And when I say I pre-plan my loads, what I mean is, let's say I'm on home time. Let's say I get home on Monday, right? Already, whenever I get home, I'm already looking for the load to get me out of home the following week. Anytime I go home, I always stay for 7 days. So I already got my load alert set to find a load for the following Monday. So that gives me 7 days for that good load to show up. And they always show up within the 7 days, right? So let's say it shows up on Monday, boom. Tuesday. So the day after I get home, shows up on Tuesday. At that exact moment, I start looking in the destination area of where that load is going to be dropping. And I still have a whole week for that good load that I want to show up. And as I said, they always show up. Now, sometimes stuff does cancel. And ain't nothing you can do about that. You can try to salvage the week, find what you can, but yeah. So I'm looking in that area. One of those days I'm home, because again, I'm home for a whole week, so something gonna show up. It shows up and I book it. Boom, that's my week. I only run 2 loads a week. Been doing it that way since the rates dropped like this. Still doing it that way today. 2 loads a week, 1 up, 1 back to the south, and then I take my ass back home for 7 more days. Because the longer I'm out here, the longer that's the more time I'll have for stuff to go wrong. And by stuff to go wrong, I mean I get somewhere and my options are deadhead 500 miles to get to something good, or take something for $1, whatever. And I'm not into that. I'd rather be at my house than run my truck for cheap. So I'm sure if I was staying out here week after week after week like some other drivers, it might be a little different for me. It might not be going as well, actually, because I'm sure by now at some point you'd be forced almost to do one of the two. Either deadhead out of the area, sit there and wait. And I'm not sitting and waiting. And let's say I'm in Kentucky. I'm not sitting around for 3 days waiting on a load in no damn Kentucky. That ain't gonna happen. I don't know. Kentucky was just the first state that came to my head. But yeah, man, I pre-plan my week while I'm at the house. I book my 2 loads and I take it back to the house. And that's been working for me. I also don't have a high overhead like some other people. and I have income outside of trucking. So I do have some cushion. Even if, I decide not to run my truck a single day for the month, I'll be fine. So the question always comes up, do you recommend Landstar? Absolutely. I recommend Landstar. I just don't recommend nobody. If you don't have a truck, I do not recommend going out and get a truck and try to be no owner operator. Not this year. Because just to keep it real, coming to Landstar ain't gonna change. Well, I'll be honest, you more than likely do better here than most other places, but yeah, coming here ain't gonna save you from the low rates. The low rates is here, and again, if any driver is saying that they're not here and they pull a drive in, they lying. They lying. Now, again, I'm not saying that all of our rates is trash, because that'll be a lie too. This year, even the way it is, I've still pulled over $3 a mile loads this year. Quite a few of them, actually. And I know some other drivers doing the same. If you follow the truckers table, well, if you don't follow the truckers table, go follow the truckers table. He's a veteran driver, been out here for a minute, and that's damn near all he pulled is $3 a mile loads. And he's pulling a van as well. So I mean, it's possible the loads are still there. It's just a lot fewer of them these days. That's all. But yeah, man, I recommend Landstar. I just don't recommend owner operating this year. So if you don't have a truck yet, my advice to you would be stay in whatever situation that you're in until the industry balances out. Or, at the very minimum, don't have high overhead. Do not come out here with no high overhead, because it will be difficult for you, I promise. But yeah, man, I mean, that's really all I had. I just wanted to come and say that. And yeah, I'm just getting on down the road. Don't worry about it. We got a drop in the morning, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go home yet. I'm thinking about pushing it out this week and then go home next week. Yeah, that's probably gonna be what I do. But anyway, man, if you're on the road, be safe. And if you're not an owner operator right now, don't go get no truck and become one. It's just not time for that, man.